Thanks again for this, eh?
Cheers. Is this good?
I don't know. It says here the best before date is November the 1st.
Yeah.
Cheers. Hi, Ange and Rob here with Giant TV Late Night Feed.
We're in, out, and about and in the Christmas mood.
We are. And we just came back from Toronto. We were at the Hughes room the other night for Dave Wood's storytelling songwriting series. And of course, one of the artists performed a Christmas song, Don Amaro.
He's got a great Christmas show he's working on too. He's a big fan of Christmas.
Yes, and this episode is going to delve into a little bit more of what Don is doing. And of course, we get to hear them sing a little bit together.
Oh, that did happen.
It did. Can't quite remember with all those drinks and just before the show.
You chatted with Dave Woods as well.
I
found
did.
out more about what he's doing.
Yes, and I think he's going to keep doing these sorts of series, and I think he'll keep doing them at the Hughes room. We had an amazing meal.
Great time out. Fantastic music.
Oh, it was just a great night, and highly recommend it.
Amazing talent on the way for you right here. Late Night Feed, Giant TV. Late Night Feed, in, out, and about. Giant TV with Ange and Rob. Don Amaro is here. We're at Hughes Room in Toronto. It is a storyteller's night. Last time we met was in June.
In my bedroom.
It was romantic.
It was a hotel room.
It was very nice. Yeah, that was back in the CMAOs. We hadn't heard of you. We hadn't heard of Music Lover, and now I'm spinning Music Lover, which is a great song, by the way. It fits right in, man. It really does. It doesn't. You don't skip a beat when you hear it come through. How's the journey been from there to now?
Yeah, it was a couple of months. It's great because signed with MDM last year, so MDM, the record label, and they obviously helped us and gave us some muscle to kind of push songs where they should be. And had my first top 50 song with Music Lover, and so I have you to thank for helping spin that.
You know, it's got to be a moment in your career to know that you can get to this point with the support of your team that you have. How important is team to you? That team idea.
You know, you hear so many artists get up at the microphone and say, "This is a team building. Team's been involved to help me get to this place." And it's really the truth. Nobody's an island. Everybody has to kind of rely on each other for strength. And for me, I've got an incredible manager in Lori Brown, and also with Mike Denny over at MDM, they're partnering up. And on top of that, he's got a great team over at MDM. That's also, we get the benefit from all that. So, I do my part, but luckily I've got a great team of people that are all doing their part and pushing this thing to where I think it needs to be. And it's all love. At the end of the day.
Wrapping up 2019, looking forward to 2020. New music coming as well, right?
Yeah. So new single coming out. It's called Morning Coffee. I can tell that.
Oh, we actually heard that.
Yeah.
We had mine. We
That's
heard
right.
Morning Coffee. Yes.
That's right. And so that's coming out in the new year. That's coming. Going to be on streaming first for a couple of weeks, and then we're going to make sure that you guys get it early in the new year.
Cool. Something you're working on right now, leading up to Christmas. This Christmas show. Tell us about this one.
So I've been doing this Amero Little Christmas. Get it? Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
I like it. That's great.
So that's happening December 6th. So I'm looking to make this a national thing, but because Winnipeg's my home market, we're really kind of branching out. So we've actually partnered with some massive partners with the Winnipeg Jets, True North Sports Entertainment, Project 11, which is a youth initiative which helping mental health awareness, and incredible stuff going on with that. So it's actually moved from West End Cultural Center in Winnipeg, which is a great venue, 350 seats, to now going to the Burton Cummings Theatre, which is a 1,500 seat venue. It's massive, huge undertaking for me, but I've got some incredible partners with me on this. So Doc Walker's going to be part of the gig.
Nice.
Olivia Lunny, she just won the launch this year, so she's a young up-and-coming, amazing musician. And then also a group called Those Guys, a nine all-male a cappella group.
No.
A choir. It's
yourself a mirror. They'll get to do that one.
It's a massive undertaking for me. Biggest show I've ever put on. So that's happening December 6th in Winnipeg. I'm looking forward to hopefully bringing that out to you guys next year in 2020. So
Christmas is your favorite time of year?
it really is. Not only because the name rings well with it, but for me, so much nostalgia. For not just for me. I know a lot of people live it because it's brings back memories of youth and kids, and I've got 3 kids, so it's really about capturing that moment with them and really having this be part of their lives as they grow up and have all these great memories. And so Christmas is just a beautiful time of year that I love, and the snow, it's great. I love the fact that it's here now.
It is here. We're all festive. Looking forward to tonight's show. Songwriters. You got a great panel of songwriters with you tonight. What can you learn? What can you give from tonight?
I think, anytime you get a chance to share stage, like Kelly Prescott and Genevieve Fisher and Leah Daniels and so many other great artists coming up, you know, I think you really just you just sit and absorb and listen to the story, listen to the songs, and you know, as artists, we can sort of like inspire each other and kind of, you know, I think it's really about just sitting there and being a sponge, you know, just kind of taking it in. And I love moments like this because that's really what I love to do most, is sort of tell the stories behind the songs, because you get to take people on the journey as to where the song came from and really go on a journey together.
Inspiring, isn't he? He's fantastic. Don Amaro, pleasure.
Hey,
once again,
thanks,
brother. We'll see you down the road again. Looking forward to the show. Giant TV Late Night Feed with Ange and Rob and Don Amaro.
Ange and Rob here with the Late Night Feed, Giant TV. We're here with Dave Woods at his storyteller event.
Yes.
At the Hughes Room. This is so
Yes.
good to be here.
Thank you guys for being here. This is awesome.
Thanks so much for inviting us to be down here and experience this glorious night. It's kind of a date night for us as well.
Oh, perfect. This is the perfect place for a date night.
It is.
Yeah. And the music is going to lend itself to that.
And tell us about how you chose the selection of songwriters here tonight.
Sure. I reached out to all these artists personally because they're all my favorites. I love them. So Genevieve Fisher, we all know and love. She's had some great radio hits. Jamie Warren's been around a while, and he's still doing his stuff, which is amazing. And he's humorous, and he's a great storyteller, which is, as you know, Jamie. I mean, let me go on about all of them. Kelly Prescott is here, and she comes from, of course, the Prescott family and the Brown family, which are legends in the Ottawa area, and she is amazing. She has that in her blood. Leah Daniels is here. They're all wonderful artists. Kansas Stone, of course, from Barrie, who are great country rockers and fun guys. The list goes on and on. We got 8 great artists who are going to be on stage, 2 songwriter rounds of 4. They're going to tell their stories behind the songs. And what I love about these as well, Angela, is the artists, how they, as you've seen this, they have that camaraderie.
Yes.
And they kind of jump in on each other's songs and they joke around. And
Yeah, they feed off each other, start
Exactly.
adding harmonies.
yes, I love that part.
I've been here when Jamie Warren was doing that at the Tin Pan North a few years
Yes.
ago. That you were
I
actually
was-
hosting.
I was hosting it then, that's
And
right.
that was the first time we finally met.
Yes, after years of writing.
Yeah, we've written songs. I've actually released them
Yep.
and sent you royalty checks,
Exactly.
and we had yet to meet.
That was crazy. That was a long time in the making.
And we met here.
Yeah.
So that was kind
This
of
is pretty
cool.
legendary for that too. Yeah.
I'm excited. And Don Amaro is here tonight. And,
Yes,
and
we can't forget Don.
I know, and we actually were together with him in his hotel room.
We were, that's true. Do you want to tell that whole
CMAO.
story, or
Well, we actually did talk to him.
We have
just
video of
earlier
that
on.
night.
We do.
Yeah.
It was so much fun, and it's just so wonderful
Yeah.
to be able to see you out in Ontario and of course across Canada,
Yeah.
doing so much for the independent songwriter.
thank you. I love it.
I love that you do it, and you do it so well. So thanks so much.
Thank you.
Dave Woods, right here in
Thanks,
the house
guys.
at Hughes Room. We're gonna have a great night. Keep following along, because you're gonna see some live music in just a little bit.
That brand new song too. Don, let's talk about songwriting with you. Come on up to the mic.
Sure.
Yeah. That one's on, I think. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, hey,
Hey, Don.
songwriting. Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about songwriting. What has been the biggest, your biggest progression, or what has taught you the most about songwriting since you started?
You know, for me, I wrote the first 3 albums I put out alone. I did that by myself, and I realized that they're all pretty bad. That's why you don't know them.
Are they on discount tonight?
They are. I got my tapes at the back if you're looking for. It's actually working with other writers and realizing that when you write by yourself, you're kind of incubated in thought. And when that happens, it makes sense to you because you can unfold the whole story in your mind. But when you write with 2 or 3 other people, you have to make a story that's cohesive to people that aren't living it with you. So that's been probably the greatest strength is having other writers sort of help you develop that.
Very cool. Thanks, Don.
Yeah.
Don Amaro, everybody.
Hey everybody. So the name Don Amaro. It's not Spanish at all. My mom is Cree and Métis from Winnipeg, about just outside of Winnipeg, and my dad's from Nova Scotia, so I have East Coast Acadian roots. And when my East Coast Acadian roots. When my dad was a kid, him and his dad fixed up a Mustang. He's from Weymouth, Nova Scotia, and he took that car back in the 70s and he drove from Weymouth, Nova Scotia, all the way to somewhere interior BC to visit his sister. He was on his way back home, and his car broke down just outside of Winnipeg. and he got stuck there for 37 years. And, he met my mom that very night, and then about 9 months later, exactly, my brother showed up, and you can do the math. And then I showed up not too long after that, and I got 2 brothers, and so my parents started a family there, and we got to spend a little bit of time in Nova Scotia over the years. And so Amero actually is an Acadian name, so for a European, a French Acadian name. Amero is A-M-I-R-E-U-L-T, just in case you're wondering. So when my dad's descendants got off the boat, they said, "What's your name?" I said, "Amero," and they wrote down A-M-E-R-O. Well, then you mix my parents, you get this Spanish kind of looking guy, and it's not at all, but now you know. This is a song I wrote about my dad. Oh, by the way, Merry Christmas, everyone. I know that's why you came here. I have Christmas albums at the back. No joke. And we're going to do a Christmas song for you right now. It's called "Don't Let Christmas Pass You By." Gathered round the tree, Dad's dressed in red. He wasn't fooling me, that fake beard he had. I knew he wasn't Santa, but he sure could play the part. He'd make us take our time, each gift we had, one by one, drive me mad. As I look back now, those memories ago, I wanna go back to those days, stop time, replay just one more night. I won't let Christmas pass me by. Many years have passed, we still gather round, and he's still Santa with a real beard, grandchildren on his knee. We still can play the part. These kids can be crazy, they always want to play. I swear he don't mind, he's in his favorite place. If home is where the heart is, his family is home. I wanna go back to those days, stop time, replay just one more night. I won't let Christmas pass me by. Oh, the call came in the spring, said he was gone, and my heart sank. Put a brief on. I knew this day was coming, but nothing could prepare. Last Christmas was the last one with my father there. I wanna go back to those days, stop time, replay just one more night. Oh, just one more day. Can't go back to those days. Can't stop, replay. Oh, take the time. Don't let Christmas pass you by. Oh, let it pass you by. Merry Christmas, everybody.